Welcome to Mental Health. I am here with an incredible bassist today. Incredible musician. He's in a couple of bands, maybe even three. Two that I'm aware of. But today on Mental Health we have Stefano Franceschini.
Yeah, that was correct, man. Thank you. And also, I didn't pay him, guys. If you're watching this, I didn't pay him to say the intro bit. So that was completely sincere, I hope. So no, I'm kidding. Yeah.
It was sincere.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you live, but my friend Ben, he saw you live with Aborted and Hideous Divinity in 2019 on that tour here in Canada.
Right. What was the venue again? Oh, yeah, it was pretty much sold out show. Yeah, it was one of the highlights of the tour. Yeah. I love that show, dude.
He said you've got those fancy fingers playing that bass,
Yeah, it seems like I do. Well, thank you, and also thank you, your friend of behalf of what you said.
Yeah, Cassette. Man, I'm gonna screw up his last name too. I didn't practice that one.
Dude,
my friend Ben. We'll put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He actually got this CD signed from the vocalist, which is let's see. That's the Hideous Divinity album. I was gonna make a joke about this. Okay, yeah, it's by the vocalist Enrico. But that's Enrico Lorenzo. There's two Enricos in the band right now.
Correct. There's always been two, and there's always like a lot of confusion even between us. Every time we had to, call one of them, they both, turn around, and so the singer's just H because his nickname is Enrico Hater Di Lorenzo. So we're just calling him H. While Enrico Scatino, the guitar player, is Enrico, and big Enrico because just ripped, super tall and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's always super confusing. Even press doesn't really know all the time who they're actually speaking with. So it's funny.
Yeah, have you ever thought about having everyone else in the band change their name to Enrico?
I was actually wondering that. That'd be funny as heck. Because that would all just only further increase the confusion. But yeah, I will think about it.
Yeah, think about that, and then you can maybe change the name from Hideous Divinity to Enrico Divinity.
Yeah, that might be viable for sure.
Yeah, just label. Give me the credit for that one
day. Dude, I will put usual asterisk and mention Rob Stinson. That's his idea.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Recently I watched the live in studio of Bent Until Fracture.
Yeah,
that was pretty awesome. One thing I have to say is, did the drummer Mr. Glanty? I'm gonna just butcher that like I butcher all names.
No, that was good actually. Galati. Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. Did he just wake up and then just go straight to the kit and start playing? Because he was so monotone, with his expressions. It was just he woke up, didn't have coffee yet, and just started playing drums.
He's so zen, he's so chill. He's probably the chillest person I ever met, and even blasting all the way through during a set, and we usually make faces to him because I can't help it. I need to have fun doing shows, and Enrico Scatino, guitar player, hates me for that because it's all about attitude, having the right attitude on stage. I'm you're right, but I can't help it. So I turn around and he's always super focused, but in a kind of relaxed, chill way, not in a grunting, death metal, I'm gonna beat your ass kind of style.
It looked almost like there was nothing there. It was just he was playing everything perfect, and it was wow. It was like a robot.
Yeah. That's pretty much him. Yeah.
Awesome. Great. All right. So you are in not only Hideous Divinity, but you're also in Aborted, which is pretty awesome. I saw Aborted open up for Carcass in 2008, but you weren't in the band yet because you joined.
Oh no, no, that
2016.
I was still going to high school back then. But yeah, I mean, I do remember that tour. Of course, I wasn't in the band yet, but I remember like the whole lineup thing, and yeah, that was a big tour. That was a big lineup.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing an Aborted hoodie right now.
Fuck yeah, man.
I wouldn't normally wear a hoodie inside, but for this situation, I put it on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I actually I do sketches too on this channel, and I have one sketch. It's about a metalhead having sex for the first time listening to metal, and
Right.
and I'm gonna do a part 2 to that, where the first time I got the girl pregnant, right, and then from then on I'm just dropping hints for an abortion with the band Aborted. Like,
you could also do that with the dying fetus and I don't know, like a infant annihilator. All all the likes.
Yeah, I maybe I just won't do just Aborted, but yeah, I'll definitely throw down the hints with that.
Yeah.
Those are fun sketches, anyways. But yeah, so Hideous Divinity has a new album coming out. Can you tell us about the recording process with that and
Sure.
and the writing with everything that's been going on lately?
Yeah, I mean, like LV426 is actually an EP, but yeah, I just saying that in case like fans are like, oh no, you guys said it was an album, but yeah, we have it coming up next week, I think, next Friday. Yeah, so in 8 days. It was, like we were thinking, oh, the whole COVID situation, and nothing was kind of really changing, and so we were like, how to possibly get out of this old mess? We can surely play shows and we can tour. So what else is left than just write some new music and put it out there? So we thought of the EP formula as probably the best way is to kind of creatively get out of the COVID platitude, and also because it's kind of easier to test and experiment a little bit with the a little bit of a different direction musically. So the writing was kind of straightforward because it was mastered, like the whole writing process as usual, by Enrico, the guitar player. So he proposed to us the demo for Acheron Stream of Woe for the opener of the EP, and then Chest Burst, and then he rearranged this cover by Coheed and Cambria, and we were like, wow, this sounds so different from the original version, which I really like, even though I'm not like a big fan of Coheed and Cambria. So the fact that he made it possible for the song to sound like it was kind of written by Hideous Divinity, that was really good. So yeah, we went as usual to Stefano Morabito's studio, 16 Cellar here in Rome. Well, that's the studio we recorded the previous 4 albums. So he definitely knows what we want, and I think it did an amazing job again with the sound and production and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're pretty excited about the whole thing. The 2 songs are already up, so yeah.
Yeah, I've been enjoying those. A friend, is it Tito?
Oh yeah,
those over Facebook actually. Yeah, so I was listening to that.
Yeah, he's our PR manager, and used to do also the booking for us. So yeah, I know him pretty well. Hi, Tito.
Yeah, right. Now I was just wondering, like, on this album here, you got that kind of almost mascot guy. Is he gonna be like your Eddie, and you're gonna just like Hideous Slit Face, or what's his name?
That's yeah. So that's our angel like character, our angel figure. I think it is taken from Angelus Novus, which is a work by I don't remember who. So this, hold on, I'm gonna Google that right now. So I don't care.
All right. You
Okay.
Google that. I can always edit stuff out and stuff too.
I think it's a painting by Paul Klee, like the Swiss German artist, and it's also a concept that was kind of worked by this German philosopher and thinker scholar Walter Benjamin. Anyway, so we decided to feature him also in Simulacrum because it's about the concept is about transformations and like the distorted mirroring of reality, and he kind of represents that sort of uh, deformation, like distortion of what he was before. Because in Advenience, like you showed in the cover art, we have this angel like in this post-apocalyptic kind of scenery with all the flames and all that kind of stuff. He's actually holding a flame in his hand. So with the next record, we wanted to have the monster further metamorphized. So he's literally pulling this mask off of his face and is still holding a flame with his hand. And the same monster is actually featured in the EP artwork. So, but it's also it's face hugged, so you can literally like see his face, but it's totally him. So I don't know if it's gonna be the main monster again, like you said, Eddie. That's also the way we within the band, the way we refer to it. I don't know if it's gonna be featured in the next artwork, but I don't know. Yeah, that'd be really interesting to see, actually.
Learning about the meaning behind, I'll call him Slit Face. That's actually pretty cool because I know what it's like to be one person at one point in time and a completely different person later on, with me
Right.
being a recovering drug addict and everything. So that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm glad you can relate to that, and yeah, exactly. Like you said that it's about like moving forward, but also kind of changing to something different, and hopefully for the better, which you are doing. And again, congrats
I
for
believe
that.
so. Oh yeah. So it is mental health here, so I should ask a question about mental health if you don't mind. How have you been the last year with everything going on? Are you keeping intact?
Oh, I'm trying to do my best. Yeah, it was. I think at first, we were all kind of feeling a little bit of novelty thing, like, oh yeah, we got this lockdown thing. Well, everyone is locked inside their places. I mean, personally, I almost like took it as a funny way to be, like, let's try and get better at cooking, all that kind of stuff. I also took the opportunity to finally get my MA in literature. So I was definitely a creative way and a productive way to get out of it. So, but after a while, I started to kind of get numb by the whole thing after I don't know, like second wave, the second spike of this whole pandemic around October, November. We were like, oh, not again. And right now we kind of starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but at least Italy is way behind with the whole vaccination program. So hopefully by midsummer or something like that, we're slightly going back to normality in a way. But yeah, it was tough. Besides like the initial part, the novelty thing, like I was saying, it's kind of numbing. It's a desensitizing kind of experience. So yeah, like you say, you got to keep it intact and trying to, my advice, but I mean, I'm no one literally to say this kind of thing, but my advice would be to try and get yourself busy as much as possible. So you don't really think too much about what's happening, about the fact that there's just not live shows anymore. You can go out like as we used to, but there's other ways to try and keep it up, like get creative, get productive, trying not to just sit there. It's not easy. And it's hard, but if you kind of manage to do that, definitely helps.
I totally agree. Like that's how this all got started. I was perfectly fine just doing crappy open mics here in Toronto. Then COVID happened. All those got shut down. I relapsed really hard, but just like a one night, but it was enough that like I thought was going to kill me. And then I didn't die. So then I was like, I got to do something here. So then I started up mental health.
Yeah. That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah. So let's wrap this up a bit. Do you have any not last words? I mean, you're not dying, but like, do you want to just promote anything before we get going? Like with like the new album coming out?
Yeah, I mean, just keep your eyes peeled because it's going to be released worldwide on Century Media this Friday. Not this Friday, but the next. So I think there's going to be also a full stream. I mean, it's an EP, so it's not going to take that much of a long time for you guys to listen through it. So if you haven't yet, just go out there and check Acheron Stream of Woe and Chest Burst, which are both released on YouTube, Spotify, and all streaming platforms. So do us a favor, click play and listen to the song and let us know what you think, if you may.
All right. Not only that, but like buy actual physical stuff from the bands, because Spotify is gross with 0.006 of a cent that goes to the band every listen.
It is pretty gross. Yeah. So if you guys could also do that, that'd be tight. But even just listen to the song, that would work for sure.
Or buy shirts and stuff too. Yeah.
That's very important.
All right. Thank you very much for being on Mental Health, Stefano. Yeah.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you. It was my pleasure, really, and wish you like nothing but the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you. All right, that was an excellent interview, I'd say, but I just got to say one thing. Check out the new Mental Health record crate. I got my friend Jeff to make that for me. He's also the guy that basically did all the music for the intro. A good friend of mine. He also he had some help with the intro, obviously, but I just wanted to point out he made the Mental Health music crate. There you go. This is the perfect analogy for mental health. All right? Boom, I fall. And then like the jogger comes up. Oh, that happened. That happened right in front of me. Do I have to care? Looks around. Do I have to care? Oh, there's no one around. Okay, I'll just keep going.